Imagine, you are inside a dream, where time moves slowly, and every sound turns into a story. Keep your eyes closed, and let us begin. The villagers laughed every time they saw him. Look at that useless donkey, they would say, pointing and chuckling. Slow, weak, and stubborn. Moti heard everything. He stood quietly near the old well, his head lowered, his tired eyes filled with silent pain. He didn't understand why he was always treated this way. He worked hard every day, carrying heavy loads of firewood, water, and grain, yet no one ever praised him. Instead, they only complained. Sunrise over mountains beginning. Moti belonged to an old farmer named Raghav. Unlike others, Raghav was kind. He would gently pat Moti's back and say, "You are stronger than they think." But Raghav was poor and weak. He could not protect Moti from the harsh words of others. Every morning, Moti walked long distances, carrying heavy sacks. The other animals in the village, horses, cows, and goats, would tease him. "Why do you work so hard?" a horse once mocked. "You'll never be as fast or as admired as us." Moti didn't reply. He simply kept walking. Deep inside, he felt lonely. He wished someone would understand him. Just once. Cloud with rain middle. One year, the village faced a terrible drought. The rivers dried up. The crops failed. People became worried and desperate. Raghav had no money left. He could barely feed himself, let alone Moti. One evening, Raghav sat beside Moti and said softly, "My friend, I don't know what to do anymore." Moti gently nudged him as if saying, "Don't worry." That night, something unexpected happened. Dark clouds covered the sky, and a heavy storm began. Rain poured down, and strong winds shook the village. People ran inside their homes in fear. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed. A small house near the river collapsed, and a little girl was trapped inside. "Help! Help!" her mother cried. But no one dared to step out into the storm. The river had overflowed, turning the path into a dangerous, muddy mess. Even the strongest horses refused to go. "I can't risk my life," one said. Raghav looked around helplessly. Then his eyes fell on Moti. For a moment, everything went silent. "Moti," he whispered. Moti looked at him. Without waiting for orders, Moti stepped forward. High voltage, the turning point. The rain was heavy. The ground was slippery. Every step was risky. But Moti kept moving. People watched in shock as the useless donkey walked straight into danger. He crossed the muddy path, climbed over broken wood, and reached the collapsed house. Inside, the little girl was crying, scared and injured. Moti slowly moved closer and gently knelt down. The girl, trembling, held onto his neck. Step by step, Moti carried her out of the broken house. The storm grew stronger, but Moti didn't stop. He walked carefully, protecting the girl with his body. Finally, after what felt like forever, he reached her mother. "She's safe," someone shouted. The crowd fell silent. No one laughed anymore. Rainbow ending. The storm ended by morning. The village looked different now, not because of the damage, but because of what they had witnessed. Moti stood quietly, tired and covered in mud. For the first time, people looked at him with respect. The same villagers who once mocked him now came forward. "We were wrong," one man said. "You are not useless," said another. Raghav smiled proudly and hugged Moti. "You showed them your true strength," he said. The little girl ran to Moti and hugged him tightly. "You're my hero," she whispered. Moti's eyes softened. For the first time in his life, he felt seen and valued. From that day on, no one laughed at Moti. They greeted him with kindness. But Moti remained the same, quiet, humble, and strong. Because true strength doesn't need noise. It simply shows up when it matters the most. Glowing Star Life Lesson. Never judge someone by their appearance or what others say. True strength and value are revealed in difficult times.